Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that I have already revealed a couple of these things. You've probably already seen pictures of it, but anyway, I wanted to share it with you guys officially here on YouTube. I think let's get started with the Hermès unboxing. So around Veterans Day, we did go to Vegas for my husband's. He had like a mini business trip and we decided to tag along, and I went to Hermès. I do have a kind of cool story about how I picked these up, because it's kind of not really that easy to come by. I guess it's things that are not readily available all the time, and so I went. And usually when I go to the Hermès boutique, I usually look for the last essay that helped me, right? So this time I was looking for Susan. I've mentioned her in one of my videos. I think she's the essay who I mentioned my wish list to. Unfortunately, Susan wasn't there. So with boutiques, like when you're like visiting a boutique that's not really your home boutique, you're kind of, not really sure when your essays are working, etc. But before Susan, when the day that Susan helped me a couple months ago, I did look for Will, who was the essay who helped me before Susan. I know it kind of gets confusing, but anyway, so this essay greets me and he says, "Have I helped you before? You look really familiar." And I honestly didn't remember his face. I know it was so bad, but I was like, I don't think so. You probably just seen me here, but I don't know if you've helped me particularly. And the people who's helped me are da 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 da, and I said some names, and I did look for Susan from him, but he said that she wasn't there. And then we got to talking about, what was I looking for? Oh, about a wallet that I was interested in, but unfortunately it's not available in stores, it's only online. And then as soon as I walked in, actually backtrack, I did see that they had Rodeos on their glass case. So I was like, ooh, those I've never seen. I've asked about Rodeos every time I went to that boutique, and unfortunately they never really had them in stock every time I asked, and they only had like the flat ones, like I think they're called Paddock, not sure, and they had a couple of kind of more limited things. So they had a couple of clutches on display in their glass case and whatnot. So anyway, after I asked about the wallet, I went ahead and asked about the Rodeos, and then behind him, like where the glass case is, like the glass, yeah, like behind the person, I saw a TPM, one TPM. And then after the Rodeos, he's like, "Oh, did you want to try on a TPM, because they're usually not, available, like how much you have?" And he's like, "We have a bunch of different colors." And so I was like, "Oh sure, let me go ahead and try that." And he grabbed a couple of colors from the back. There was one that's like trench, the color that I ended up getting. Silly me, didn't even ask for his name. I told him that I usually ask for the essay who helped me the time before. So when Susan helped me, I actually was looking for him, da da da, and then again, since he remembered me, which is so surprising to me, considering I only really bought Twillies from him, he remembered me by face. And so I was like, you know what? I kind of mentioned to Susan a wish list and this and that. TPM was actually one of them. I told Susan about a TPM, and so I guess, probably Susan forgot. I told him again my wish list, and he was more, he's like, it's not impossible, it's just you you're gonna have to wait, since if you're gonna be looking for specific colors and that, you know, I knew the drill. And so I said, yeah, that's fine, that's totally fine, and I don't mind doing the drive as well. So if you get that magic one, then just feel free to give me a call. And he's like, okay, your number's on your profile, I'll definitely remember this and that. So I think that's kind of my long and chatty story about the Hermès stuff that I purchased. Let me go ahead and do the unboxing. So I do have a couple of things right here, and I did mention what I already got from that story. Let me start with this little thing. So initially I thought that these were the shoes, but I was mistaken. So this tiny box, which I already opened, you can probably guess what it is if you follow my Instagram. So paper, and then I love how each thing is cling wrapped individually, saran wrapped, whatever you can call it, and ta-da! It comes in a dust bag like so. Let me remove it. It does come with the dust bag for the strap, which is really cute. I love little dust bags, and then Hermès' dust bag is really cool. I have one for my pillow and a couple other, like the buckles when you get a belt. And it also has like their care instruction booklet. Looks like this. And then of course the bow that I already removed. Excuse me. Usually I keep the bow in each individual box. If not, I roll them up together. I mean, I roll it up individually, not together. So let me go ahead and put the box away. And here is the main dust bag to reveal. Ta-da! It's so cute! This is the Evelyn TPM, which is, well, when it was displayed on the window, like on their shelf, I thought that it was so tiny. I was like, that is so tiny. That is tinier than I expected or thought. And initially I didn't think that it was going to work out, because now I have a new rule when I purchase bags. But anyway, so he brought this and trench out with the same color strap. This is like the copper, I'm not going to say the French names, and the pink one. So I tried all three. There was a navy, but I think it was on hold, so I just didn't even bother to look at it. And this little cutie is what I decided on. It does have like the palladium hardware, and then initially I didn't really know this about the Evelyn's or anything at all, I guess, is that I really thought that this is where you opened it, and I was like, I could see how that could get annoying, but actually it is a button in the back, which I should have known if I did more research about them, but I didn't. And so it's a snap button in the back, which is way more convenient than, you know, getting this thing through and then back in again. I didn't even think how that would work, but yeah. So it does have, this is the Clemence leather blue. I'm gonna butcher the name. Agate, I don't know. Blue with the copper you know, cloth strap. My new test is actually to try if my phone fits, which I now have a plus, and so it did. So I put it in like that, and actually it fit a couple of things. I used it to do errands before Thanksgiving, and it actually fit more than I expected. So it does fit my, you know, my card holder agenda thing. That's full of cards. I just like to put it in this way, that way it goes all the way down. And then my phone fits in there, as well as my flat card case, which I put on top of here, like on top. And then, you know, close it up. So yeah, it is really cute. I am loving it. It has always been on my wish list along, Actually, I don't have a lot of Hermes bags on my wish list. You know, Birkin Kelly, which is in every girl's handbag lover's wish list probably. And then I did actually want to get a TPM Evelyn and maybe a garden party for like handheld. But that's more like, if I was going to get a handheld, it would be like the Birkin. Anyway, that aside, let me take out the things again and then show you what else I got. Moving on, I actually picked these out technically first, but since I already opened the other one, I showed you that first. And these two is what came home with me. So like I mentioned, when I first walked in, I did see that they had the Rodeos on display, and they had all three sizes, the PM, MM, and then the GM. And then I didn't really expect the GM to be that big. It was huge. So I decided on these two. And it, like I said, it was saran wrap. So it was probably a good day, good delivery day, because they had a couple of things that, you know, were not usually ready. And the bow is off. And then it does have a card that says something Rodeo. Well, that's gonna be too bright. Anyway. And then to reveal, I honestly, okay, here we go. Ta-da! It's Rose Indian, if I'm not mistaken. I think. I can double check with my receipt. He actually put it on this, which kind of works because of the copper strap. And he put it on like this, which works because of the copper strap. And you know, it has orange and red, and it kind of just gives it that right amount of pop, and it's pretty cute actually. And the PM is the perfect size for the TPM in my opinion. So that's, and I was like, yeah, let me, so they only had this in one color, and so I was like, okay, let me take that. But they had a couple of it, so that's good. And then I decided on this one as well, which is again, it is the Rodeo, it says on the card right here. And then I decided on this MM size Rodeo. And again, the colors skipped my mind. It is this blue color with I feel like this is malachite. I'm not sure. The strap is malachite. This is like a light blue, and then gray tail and hair. My lighting is throwing it off. Anyway, so there it is. The GM I decided not to get because it was, again, bigger than I expected, and I feel like this is going to be a good size. It did come in two colors. One was like the Hermes orange, or Feu, with the, I like that, honestly I like that strap better. It was probably Izmir, I feel like the strap was. Anyway, it was like a more blue, like a deeper blue, not less green, you know, undertones. Anyway, so that is my MM Rodeo. It's really cute, and I feel like this will work with more bags than the orange would, because this one would pop against a black bag. Okay, and then last but not least from Hermes are these little cuties. So usually when I go to Hermes, I get a small bag, and then that time I actually got a big bag, which, you know, I feel like is a step closer to that wonderful large orange bag. Anyway, like I said, this one, this little cutie, bigger box than I expected. That's why I thought that the bag was in here. And then to reveal, ta-da! There's 2 dust bags in here. What is it? What it is? Bah, I can't even talk anymore. Anyway, here is one pair, and it is the flat one. So this are the Oran sandals in black. I wanted black or gold, and they had black in my size, so I was pretty happy. And I've been wanting, last time again I was there, I did look at shoes again, and they only had the Oasis, which is the like a little chunky heel version, in my size, and can't remember what color. But anyway, when I asked for Oasis in my size, and they had it, and especially black or, you know, gold, which is what I was looking for. And I tried it on again, and now I tried on the Oasis before, and then like I kind of didn't like how my toes looked inside, but with this one it kind of actually works better than the Oasis for me. So yeah, that said, those are my new Oran sandals. Let me put it back. So yeah, I think that's it as far as the Hermès haul slash unboxing. I did, you know, pick up a couple of things because, like I said, these are things that are kind of not really available, you know, when you walk in. Yeah, especially the rodeos or the TPM, and you kind of have to ask around for it. Or yeah, I think that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.